Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to take a look at Spintop and we'll have a look at through what's going on the platform, and then also we'll do a little bit of price analysis and have a look at the latest asset that has now launched on Spinstarter, which is that platform which is an addition to the Spintop network. This is a place where you can buy projects on pre-sale and massively benefit if you are at least staking some spin. So let's start off and we'll have a look at the Gamepedia section first. This is growing like crazy. This is basically an encyclopedia of all games. So if you're looking to find information out on a crypto game, you'll find it right here. There's loads of them going through, and they're getting added every single week. They give you scores, what network we're on, and how we can play the game, really. So check it out if you want to learn about games, and if you are massive into gaming, definitely check it out. Spindex is well, it's been running for a while now. What I've been doing personally, I've been on the polls, so I've been staking my spin over here. I've actually pulled them out now, and I'll show you why. But yeah, I've been staking spin, and then recently, when they've been putting these new pulls on, I've also been staking in these because, I mean, the APIs are quite low now, but some of them, when they were getting released, were around 900%, and they lasted for around a week. But as a bit more people came on board and the rewards came down, they have dropped off. But I mean, you can't go wrong at that. If you want to lock some, well, you don't have to lock it. You just have to literally put it in the pool, and you can end up 74% on King, 70% on AOT, and you get my drift. I think S-Fund is a decent one. When it first came out, that was one of the first, and I was making some good money off that, so it's definitely one to check out. But Spinstarter is the new platform. It is a place where you can stake your spin and then allocations in IGO. So IGO, IDO, ICO, all the same things. Basically, the beginning of a project where they're looking to raise some funds. And this is exactly what you're doing. So what you have to do is stake spin a minimum of 1,000 spin to be able to participate. Once you're staking, your rewards then automatically compound. So there's no need to harvest and then restake. Your spin will just automatically compound and then restake into the pool, which is great. Currently, there's $2.6 million staked into that pool, and I think people are just going to continue to hold. The first idea of clicking open Spinstarter here, so this was the first one, Bounty Hunter. It was kind of rushed. I mean, they wanted to get in on the first one really quick, and Bounty Hunter is that first one. Usually, what you have to do is lock your spin up and then stake it for 10 days. Within that 10-day period, you're then going to contribution round. So the longer that you hold spin, and I presume the more you hold, the higher allocation you get after the 10 days. Once the 10-day period is up, you're then given a window. I'm not too sure how long it is. I mean, the last one was 24 hours. It may be a little bit longer than that now that the platform is in full swing. Within that period, you then have to put your allocation in. So you will get an amount shown which you can earn from. For example, in the last one, I was allocated about $370 worth of contribution, and then I bought in, and then it is pretty much into Bounty Hunter. You get the opportunity to buy. It shows you what they exactly raised. You raised 130,000 BUSD. That's not how much they raised in total, because they did launch on quite a few other platforms. But just on Spintop, they did raise 130,000 BUSD. Once you've logged in and connected your wallet, you can view information down here. You can click the vesting schedule. It does take a little bit to load up, but then you can see the vesting schedule down here. Not loading up for some reason, but it's something that you should definitely at least check out. So Spinstarter, lock them up. Well, you don't have to lock them up. You just literally put them in the pool. If you want to withdraw them at any point, you can, but that will then lower your chance. There you go. It took a while to come on, but as you can see, that's a vesting schedule. I'll be getting 2,300 every 2 weeks. So 2 weeks isn't not too bad. It's around I think it's around a 16-week lockup, which is it's not too bad, to be honest. So that's Spinstarter, that's Spintop in general. What I want to do is a little bit of price analysis. Let's just have a look at this first. We can. Now we'll go on to a different chart. So let's just find me chart. I had it up a second ago. There it is. So this is the Spintop chart, which looks pretty much horrific, but it did start in December of 2021. When Bitcoin just did start to tumble down, and most assets do look very similar to this. We hit some highs up here of, let's have a quick gander, 64 cent, which were crazy. A lot of people were bullish on the asset, but like most assets, it has sold off. And to be honest, it's dropped quite a significant amount from the very highs to the very lows down there. We dropped off 87%, let's call that. We've had a little bounce off the lows, which isn't too bad. And the last couple of days have been quite bullish, really. Look at that. We let's have a look at it in terms of a Fibonacci. Where's my fib tool? There we go. So from the highs there, let's sort of say the lows there to there. Just change up pencil. There we go. So as you can see from the bottom of the move there, we pushed up, we hit that 15 cent region, and then we chased. We lost that 618 level, but we are starting to push on now. So it's not looking too bad, to be honest. I think price action is starting to push up, and the first major target is pretty much breaking through this area around here. Even if you're looking to past, it was the area where we did start off, and then from there it pretty much died off. But I think personally, anything around this area, 12 cent, 10 cent, I think it's a decent level to buy, to be honest. I think that this has got so much potential, and especially when more IGOs start coming on board and people want those IGOs, we're going to have to buy some spin to start staking in order to get an allocation within that IGO. So I think it's definitely something you should be checking out. But the first major area is to break through is that 15 cent barrier. As you can see, it's quite a decent area around here. If you look at, if you just drag it up a little bit, and there you go. It's very close to that bit there. So if you look at that support, and then it just wicked into that area of resistance there. So first major area to get through is that, and then we can start looking up toward this area and breaking through that 23 cent region. But we need Bitcoin to start performing because it's just dragging infels down with it. And there's a lot of projects now, especially Gamefi assets, that have took such a significant drop over the last 6 months, really. It's a shame because the sector is going to blow up, I think. And if you're looking at some assets now, especially some of the great games, and there's new games coming on board, I think it's a perfect time to start buying. They might drop further, but just keep DCAing, because there's some assets now which are at critical support levels. There's some assets which have not been released, and there's a lot coming in the GameFi sector. So that's my thoughts on Spintop. Price analysis, it's not the best, is it? You can't get away from that. The market is being shit, but the rest of the market has been dragged down with it. That's from major caps all the way down to the low caps, to the nano caps, to the GameFi sector, to the metaverse sector. You know what I'm talking about? There's a lot of shit going on, but the markets will rebound. They always rebound, and buying assets down at these levels, I think, could be life-changing in my opinion, especially Spinstop with a solid use case. Over the last 4 or 5 months, I do not know another project that has pushed out as many updates as Spintop. They have been continuing to build. They have a great team. Things are done at speed. That Spintop was pushed out at speed, but now it is in place. They know what's going on. The channel is active as hell. It's one project which I'm really, really bullish on in the future. So that's it. That's my thoughts on Spintop. Just a quick walk through the platform and a little bit of price analysis. Personally, anything under 15 cent is a bargain. If you're looking to accumulate, look to steal some at around 23 cent. That is a region where it probably will reject, and then we'll probably, once we do flip round and start pushing on, you're going to look back up towards this 40 cent region. So happy days. Things are looking good. Stay bullish.